I'm Molly, I'm a nurse practitioner student going to be working with you today, okay? We'll go over some history and then we'll do a breast exam and I'll teach you how to do a self-breast exam at home as well. So any personal history on you that I should know about, specifically any history of cancer? Okay, any medications that you're taking?
No.
Are you not on any birth control?
No.
Okay, any alcohol or caffeine intake?
I drink on occasion when I go to like a wedding or something, and then I have like a cup of coffee a day maybe.
Okay, good. So 1 cup of coffee a day should be fine. Caffeine can increase your risk of breast cancer a little bit, but 1 cup of coffee is totally fine. What about exercise?
I exercise pretty regularly. I walk everywhere I go.
Okay, good. And are you a smoker?
No.
Okay, good. And then when did you first start your periods?
I was about 13.
Okay. And have you had a child?
Yes.
And how old were you?
21.
Okay. And then any family history of breast cancer?
No.
No male family history either? Any history of ovarian, uterine, colon cancer either?
No.
Okay. So since you're under 35 and from what you've told me, it doesn't sound like you're at an increased risk of cancer and breast cancer, and since you're under 35, we wouldn't use the Gale model on you, which assesses your relative risk of cancer in the future. And it doesn't sound like you would qualify for BRCA testing, so that's all good.
Okay.
From here, we would do a screening mammogram when you got to 30, and then at 40, we'll do an annual mammogram.
Okay.
Okay. So then I'll go ahead and do the actual assessment, and then I'll kind of teach you as I go. So I'll put my paperwork down. So if you can kind of raise your hands over your head, and then bring them down to your hips. Out in front of you, kind of press your arms together and bend forward. So what I'm looking for and what I want you to call me for is a nipple that was retracted, dimpling of the skin, a breast that was swollen, one more than the other, any kind of asymmetry, any red rash, lesions, ulcerations, or obviously if you felt a lump. If you felt a lump in both sides, that's most likely okay. We're looking for a firm, painless lump that doesn't move in one breast. But again, any lump will have you come back in just so we can take a look at it for you. Okay, so I'll go ahead and have you lay down on the table. Do you do self-breast exams at home?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you want to do them monthly, and the best time to do them is about 3 to 5 days after you started your period.
Okay.
You can do them in the shower if you want. A lot of women like that because the water kind of helps to do the breast exam, but you can also do them laying down like this. So whatever side you're going to do the exam, and I'll have you lift your arm over your head.
Okay.
You want to use the pads of your 3 middle fingers, and you want to start kind of right under your armpit. Use circular motions. You're going to go all the way around into your breast till you get to the nipple. You want to kind of overlap the layers so you don't miss anything.
Okay.
You want to go all the way down underneath your breast, so you're really getting this whole square right here on both sides. You don't want to miss any area. So again, you're just going to do circular motions all the way around, overlapping a little bit, and then when you get to the nipple, you want to make sure there's no lumps underneath the nipple, and then you want to squeeze it a little bit to make sure you don't see any discharge. That's another thing you'd want to come in for.
Okay.
So then you'd switch arms. You want to do the same thing on the other side. You start all the way under here because this has breast tissue as well. You're going to use the pads of your 3 middle fingers, circular motions all the way into the middle, and then underneath the nipple as well, and again, squeeze that nipple. And then what you also want to do is, I'll have you sit up for this part.
Okay.
Sometimes a sign of breast cancer could be the swollen lymph nodes. Now there's other reasons for swollen lymph nodes, so I wouldn't want you to panic, but you want to check lymph nodes right here and underneath, and then you even have some underneath these axillary ones, and they go all the way down to your arm. So you'd want to make sure you didn't feel any hard nodules in these areas as well. Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.